And we're live, officially. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late yet again. How's it going to all the VOD heads? How's it going to all the pre-stream chatters? How's it going to all of the VOD heads? And a special shout out to all the pre-stream chatters. How the hell are you? Hello. Let me actually pull up the chat right now. I don't know why I didn't think to do that sooner, but I am here, and it is time to partake in Case 4 Trial 1. I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting all day for this moment right here. I'm sure it's gonna be great. It's gonna go great, and everything will be great. Just let me finish pulling that up. Okay, it's done. I can finally see you, chat. Hello. Heyo Weeger. Hello Weeger. Is that just my new name now, I suppose? I guess so. I don't really know how I can fix that, but okay. Entire trial today? If you mean for, like, this part of the trial, maybe. I don't know how long it's gonna be. We'll have to see. JoJo Part 6 anime trailer will reveal in under 30 minutes. Oh boy. How exciting. I hope it doesn't look as dog shit as Part 5. That would make me sad. Cheers, everybody! It's time to start taking some drinks. That is what we do here. That is how we win. Uptime, I've been live for 1 minute and 50 seconds. You have missed literally nothing. I haven't started the game yet. I haven't even clicked on the game yet after clicking go live, so it's all good. Cheers to all! The first drink of Lawyer Saturday. Cheers. Didn't spill this time. That is a successful first drink. That makes me very happy. We are on the right track. Not only am I able to pour these drinks successfully, I will also be able to defend Mr. On Guard in court successfully today. Mark my words. There is no chance that this boy is ever going to jail. He didn't do it. This is all me. I got this. I got him. And Maya is totally not gonna, like, you know, die in that guy's wine dungeon. I certainly hope not, at least. I mean, I could free him and then, like, she still dies in the wine dungeon. I don't really have any sort of insurance that she's actually gonna be okay. But I'm sure he'll stick to his word. It'll be fine. Ah, yes. The second drink. I'm gonna make a tweet. I have this whole big tweet that it took me like 15 minutes to write because it was just so much. And now it is done. And now I'm going to make a Discord community post in my public Discord community server. I'm doing that right now. That one took me like 20 minutes. That was a pretty big one too. Steven Keruga, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Subscribe for 5 months. That's a long time. Thank you. And Lindsay loves cupcakes. That's, if I could read, I would have pronounced that correctly the first time. Thank you very much for the tier 1 as well. 3 months is a long time. And let's just keep them going, guys. Oh yeah. That's the type of the type of warm welcome I appreciate. Thank you to Bloodlink Wow for the tier 1. Thank you very, very much. What the hell is that emote? Is that Bald Ross? Did he make that an emote? I was unaware. Is that new? I love it. Looks great. Thank you, Ninja Newman 67 for the tier 1 sub. Ace Attorney Pog. It is Ace Attorney, and it is Pog. I am excited to play it. It will be a lot of fun. How's it going, lot of bees? Hi, Ouija. It was nice to run into you in the Ruby Sea earlier. Yes, I was there. I was hanging out. I was doing some quests. I unlocked Heaven on High, and I haven't done it yet, but it looks cool. I still have a lot of Palace of the Dead to do. I'd like to do that before I do any Heaven on High, because I know it's just like that, but more. He just made it. Well, that's great. I'm so glad that I get to see Rubber Baldo in my chat, and everyone's chat from now on. Cheers! Hi, Cade. Who is your favorite character so far? That's a difficult question. I don't really know. I think that my favorite character would probably have to be the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He's just so great. He just makes me so happy. He's like the funniest guy ever. He's a fucking genius. He's great with the spirit people. He's got like these superpower people working for him. So like, how could he possibly ever lose? He's just a great guy. I hope he is added to Smash. I know there are rumors of him getting added to Smash, which I say, yeah, I'm doubtful on that one. I'll say hold it to that, because I don't think it's going to happen. But if he does come in, I will play the game again. At least a little bit. And he has an attorney badge. And it's a really nice badge. Have you seen it? It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. Oh, and Dick. Dick's pretty cool, too. I think those are, like, the top two. It's hard to choose, though. You know, Dick's probably my second favorite. But I think Phoenix has got him beat by just a little bit. Dick don't got a badge. Not an attorney's badge. He's not even an attorney, you see. Thank you very much, VHS for Life 97 for the 100 biddies. It took me 2 damn weeks to catch up on VODs, and now I'm back. Let's go. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're all caught up. I have not been streaming super consistently lately, so I have given people ample opportunity to make sure they are all ready for this moment right here, right now. I have looked it up. I know that this is not the only trial day. I mean, obviously, like, we still have a long way to go. But this is going to be a big step towards the end. We're almost done with this entire video game, and it's a weird feeling because I've had a lot of fun with it, and it's going to come to a close very soon. But then I have an entire other game to play after it, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. And then apparently I have, like, another trilogy, which is like a sequel to the original trilogy that I could play with some other dude in, like, a red vest. I don't know anything about that. I'm just here doing what I gotta do right now. A series of tubes! Thank you for the 300 biddies returning from one day in VOD land. I get that people simp for Von Karma because of the whipping and stuff, but Andrews is the hottest Ace Attorney character so far, IMO. She's pretty nice, yeah. It's a shame that she's like an evil bitch. Because I don't like her. I like her, but I don't like her. Then again, so is Von Karma, but, you know, she has a whip, so who's the real winner? Given that it's the final Smash reveal, I'm not expecting very much from CP11. Would love Phoenix Wright if Leon Kennedy is out. Leon Kennedy, I highly doubt Leon Kennedy's getting in either. Personally. But maybe, I don't know, it could be anyone. They need to put my fucking boy Solaire into the game. If they put Solaire in, I swear to God I'll actually start playing the game again. No meme. No joke. At least for a little bit. Thank you, Honky Tone, for the tier 1 sub. I was watching an Irish murder mystery while waiting for this to start. Well, now you're watching a Japanifornia murder mystery, so you be the judge of which one's way cooler. We're gonna take just a couple more drinks here. Hang on, hang on. Want to make sure I'm good and ready to do some lawyering. This is very important for the case. And I'll do great. Let any Ms. Andrews who meets my gaze learn the true meaning of support. I kind of don't support her, though. I hope she steps in front of moving traffic. A little bit. Cheers! Alright! Drawer Skull, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. We gaming? Oh, we gaming. We gaming right now! I mean now! Now. After it loads, of course. Now. Here we go. Let's do it. March 22nd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Also, thank you very much, Rad Kappa, for the 100 bits. The guy in the red vest, Apollo Justice, is Ace Attorney 4, AA5, and 6 are back to Phoenix Wright. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I'll probably get around to those at some point. Adrian did it? Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Dude, no way! That woman couldn't do anything like that. Have you met her? She's, like, so nice. Yeah, in court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you, my friend. A mountain of evidence? Yes, that is what I said. I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to make sure you don't go to jail. Well, it's almost time. Is that Von Karma? Oh shit! Mia! We must go get a complete acquittal today. Today? Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I know for a fact it's not gonna happen today. Or maybe it does? I don't know. Maybe we go to night court. That'd be cool. Hubie1! Thank you very much for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs, Hubie1. Thank you. But I can't focus on my situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. And it's totally going to happen by the end of today. Trust me, dude. There's no way we're gonna have to, like, do another trial after this. Like, we're not gonna have to investigate any further. We're not gonna have to go to trial after doing another investigation. It's totally not going to happen. Bloodlink, wow! Thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Weegeethegod community. It's their first gift sub in the channel. Well, thank you very much. The first of many? Huh? No, don't feel pressured. But, like, if you want to, you know, like, I'm not gonna tell you not to, but, like, don't feel pressured to. Thank you. Thank you, Bloodlink, wow. I'm gonna drink for these 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Cheers. And now, love you, Ouija. Well, alright then. Bye-bye, Bloodlink, wow. The VOD will be here for you if you want to come back. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Beep, 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 beep. What is that? It's him! Oh, shit. We're bringing this into the courtroom with us? Is he in the stand? Is he watching us? This is right. Hello. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Huh! Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Grr, grr, grr. For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. What? What in the fuck are you talking about? You'll figure it out once the trial starts, and even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest. If you please. Wait! If you want me to win so badly, then why would you give me something that's probably going to be helpful and then just not explain it, you asshole? Do you want me to win or not? The kidnapper sent me a present. Mr. Lawyer Dude, who is that? I wish I knew, brother. I wish I knew. It has nothing to do with this. Just forget it. Dude, did your nose just get longer? No. No, I don't think so. March 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. It is time. Here we go. Where's my present? I want the present. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. Are the prosecution and defense ready? Wait, where's Von Karma? The defense is ready, sir. However, I feel... Okay, so mistrial. I win, right? That's how that works? I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? Hopefully she ended up the same way as Mr. What's-his-face, the Jammin' Ninja. I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has died. This morning, Ms. Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. Yeah, baby, let's go. What? Shot? Who did it? Somehow? I'm really happy about this. I mean, I think this is the present that man was talking about. Oh, shit. Well, let's go, kidnapper. His present? You mean? Well, damn, is she okay? I'm sure she's fine. She's not dead. We don't gotta worry about that, but even still, golly, shot, huh? That's kind of intense. This is one of the more intense cases so far, I think. It's a bit different coming off of the fucking clown one, for sure. Ms. Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. This is totally insane. Ms. Von Karma, is she okay? Not like I care, not like I like her or anything. I don't have to answer that. She's alive and in stable condition. It's gonna be Edgeworth, isn't it? I'm gonna have to fight Edgeworth. That's good. Who? Huh? You're? It's my... Yeah, there he is. Okay. I mean, wow, what a surprise. Who could have seen this coming? Your Honor! Due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. There he is, dude. There he is! I'm so happy to see him back. Fuck Von Karma, she was an idiot. This is the showdown we've been waiting for. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Wow. Like father, like daughter. That's very poetic. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt on guard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Sure, fuck it. You want the case? You got it. We gotta move it along, right? I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. Which is what? Don't touch your head, just say the words. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Huh? Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe. Of course, we're starting off with Gumshoe. It's a classic prosecutor move. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct for now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Oh, shit, that's not good. I'm sorry, Dick. However, you are really bad at your job, so I'm not that sorry. Come work for me, brother! We can hang out at the office, you know, we can have pizza party, we can watch the Nickel Samurai. It'll be great! You can be my bodyguard, which apparently I need, because I'm, like, getting fucked with constantly. People are kidnapping Maya. Remember that one time I was threatened by, like, a Yakuza mob boss? That was a weird situation to be in. If he was there, well, he was there. He saved my ass, but even still, we could have prevented it if I had a bodyguard, you know? Then again, I don't really have the money to be paying him, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind that much, given his current circumstance. The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. Although most of them have been pretty easy because Edgeworth's kind of a dunce. The answer he was struggling for? Interesting. What does that even... Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. And then kiss me, you fool! Bare facts of the case. There's bears in this case? There are bears in this case, actually. I wonder if that's actually, like a play on words? I mean, I know it wasn't spelled like bear, but you know what I mean. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Award ceremony, sir. Yep, stabbed right in the tit. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. I bet it did have something to do with the murder. I bet it does. If the guitar case has nothing to do with the murder, I'll eat 35 weeds. I'm just saying that right now. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room. Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. That's not true. There were 2 plates. Remember? I remember the 2 plates. They were not alone. I'm seeing right through your bullshit, Dick. I see, Mr. Wright. Do it. Okay. Here we go. Bare facts of the case. Let's do this. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Award ceremony, sir. Okay. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. And then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period. Okay. 30-minute break period, huh? That's not a lot of time to murder somebody. Although in this universe, it definitely is. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. Why did I press no? That's the wrong button, idiot. Press! The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, right? Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt on God's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence. God, the judge is so horny. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. On God. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see, and that's when she found the victim's body? Maybe. After looking into the cause of death, not the case of death, but the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. Are we sure about that? The cause of death wasn't that because Mr. Corrida was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. What do you mean? Take a good look. Good hard look at this crime photo. Now a real pro's attention will be drawn to here, this bandana. Oh, the banana, not the bandana. There was a banana? Where the hell was the banana? I didn't see no banana. His bandana, sir. Okay, no, so I wasn't. That was the judge. The judge screwed me over. His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck. Ah, okay, I see. His banana-scented bandana! Anyway, what about the knife that was used to, like, stab him in the chest? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. I actually didn't even notice the bandana or consider that he was strangled to death. I didn't know, but I guess that makes sense. We have a crafty murderer on our hands. Maybe. Autopsy report added to the court record. Oh, thank God. Juan's autopsy report. The good one. Time of death, 8:15 p.m. Cause, strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. I just realized that I'm not at full health either. This sucks. I kind of want to, like, replay the entire game to get back up to this point with full health, but we'll just roll with it. We're going to make the most of the bad situation that we're in. At first, we thought there was something suspicious. I didn't drink for the suspicious. God damn it. It's staring me straight in the face! I totally forgot about it! I doubt that this is a Nagito moment. But maybe, you know, you can never be too sure. Okay, cheers everyone for the suspicion! Did we even have a suspicious last night? I don't remember, but I don't think so. It's nice to see that wonderful, wonderful word again. It makes me so happy. Cheers. Ah, yes. Why did he lose health? Because I'm bad at the game and I screwed up a psych lock. But that's neither here nor there. Wait. Suspicious. Let's press it. And why do you think that? Because it was empty, pal. Look at that. Yeah, okay, so that's why I didn't think anything was weird, because he's already wearing the thing. The bandana. Sorry, the banana-scented bandana. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? Yeah, we thought of that too, but... The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, eh? I see. So much for my theory. What a weird thing for the judge to say. It's not your job to make up theories. It's my job to do that, and then present them to the court with baseless accusations and no evidence. Empty. There is some water, but only on top of the lid. Bears Corrida's fingerprints. Like the bears we found in his room, maybe. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Hold it! That's not true, because if it is, then I have to eat 35 weeds, and that's just not going to happen. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? And why would you carry around an empty guitar case? I don't understand that either. The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I bet it does, though. I bet it's gonna be important. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. As opposed to accidentally stabbing him with a knife, of course. Which brings me to my next point. Why, then, did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Does he even have a job? Is he even, like... Is he still licensed to be here right now? I don't know. I feel like that if you just disappear for a while... And everyone assumed that he was dead anyway, so maybe, like... They just kept all of his papers on file down at the precinct or something? I don't know. Very well, Detective Gumshoe. Please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Okay. Why arrest on guard? I would love to know. Matt on guard and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. Why can't we all just get along, man? As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Onguard's hakama. That's the pants, right? I know I've already asked this question like 3 times, but that's the pants. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. Is that true? I don't think that's true, though, because it was just like one of the knives from the hotel, no? So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. That is because at the fucking hotel room for Matt on guard, he had the T-bone steak and he had the fork, but there was no knife. And that is why, and this is all very misleading, but I know exactly where we're going with this, okay? I'm too smart. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Knife added. Bears the victim's blood and on guard's fingerprints. In the grip, gate water is engraved. Almost as if it's from the fucking hotel and he didn't buy. What do you mean he bought it? Whoa, what proof do you have that he bought the knife? And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And this button also covered in blood? Yeah, wait, that's all we know. It's the victim's blood, sir. What? Jammin' Ninja's button added to the court record was ripped from his costume, is covered in Korita's blood, found in On Guard's Hakama? I don't know. All this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. You can just give the verdict right now. Ready to give in yet, right? Bitch, do you know who the hell you're talking to? You can press as hard as you'd like. Edgeworth, not in front of the judge, not in front of the court. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. Grrr. Why arrest On Guard? Why'd you do that? So, Matt On Guard and Juan Korita were huge rivals with each other. Okay. But in terms of popularity, Mr. On Guard won, did he not? Yeah. But you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Korita was always one step behind Mr. On Guard in everything. This year it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown. But Mr. Korita lost the Grand Prix in the end. That's too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. Probably, yes. I like how it cuts to Edgeworth because he's a fucking loser. And he tries so hard to be the best person in this court, but he always comes up short because old Phoenix Wright's standing across from him. And he'll never, ever win. Now listen, Dick. Wait 1 second here. Mr. On Guard was beating Mr. Korita in the popularity polls. Well, yeah, I guess, but nothing, which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. That's, okay, I'm not sure if that's exactly what that means. You know, you can still be more popular. You can be winning and still be rivals with the guy that's losing to you. That's not really what that means. Which means he had no motive to kill at all? I just feel like that's kind of flimsy, isn't it? Rabble, 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 rabble. Right. Yes, fuck it, sure. Well, detective? It's not, well, I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, maybe the defendant would have no motive. Yeah, you better object to that. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired. Damn. No, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I look forward to your pension negotiations. No! Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony. No, not my poor pension, too. God damn, dude, he's gonna be homeless. This is sad. This is not good. Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed. Okay, sir, we can talk about my pension later, sir. What about what I was saying? Hello? Anyone? Why does nobody listen to me? I'm always right, and nobody ever listens to me for more than a couple of sentences. As for the evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. Tell me more about the Jammin' Ninja button. You know what? Yeah, every time that, the threat of Dick Gumshoe's salary being cut is made, that's a drink, okay? We should have been drinking that for a long time. Also, yeah, is that not pretty, like, blackmail-y right there? He just threatened him to, like, cut his pension if he didn't answer the questions how the fucking prosecutor wants. That's not very good. That's kind of evil, isn't it? Come on, Edgeworth. Still better than Von Karma, though. I can't believe she was shot. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Why the shoulder, though? I get the shoulder, but, like, why not just, like, a couple inches to the left or the right? I forget if it was the right shoulder or the left shoulder, but, you know, like, there's a big center of mass, man. Never mind. Cheers, okay? So, do you have any proof that Button belonged to the victim? Huh? What do you mean, pal? Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume, pal. Huh? But can't you tell by just looking at it? I'm not gonna say that I'm glad you're getting fired, but you're not working for me, that much is for sure. And the victim's blood is on it. Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward. Mr. Edgeworth, help, sir! Alright, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now to reel this one in. Thread. What? The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. That's usually how buttons work, right? I think so. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match. Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal. Irk. That's an irk moment right there. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat. I suppose so. Unless he gets sad and runs away for like a year and a half. Then he misses a lot of beats. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Angod's Hakama. Tell me about the Hakama. When was this button found? Pretty soon after the body was found. We rounded up everyone who knew Mr. Corda. And then we did search them all. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people. Hey, what is he trying to say about me here? You calling me a lollygagger? I don't think so, mister. Who ran away for like a year and a half, bitch? Who do you think was really doing the lollygagging? The defendant's fingerprints were also found all over the knife. Okay, so now we're getting into the knife. This is a good thing. How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife? Huh? What do you mean, pal? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, that's what you meant. Well, we didn't actually think of that. Haha. We're just really bad at our job, okay? We do a terrible job down there. I can't believe the bumbling of this department, dude! Hopeless! Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held on the moment of the murder. So this defendant is the owner of the knife, then? No, it's the hotel's knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. That is just... I'm gonna press this one, and then I'm gonna present the knife, right? Like, that's what it wants me to do. There is no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife. Doesn't make any sense at all. Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either. Arg. Well, this is not good. What do you mean it's not good? How does that not help my case? If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder, I'm kind of fucked, but I don't think he can. Phoenix! Yeah? There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late. A button covered in the victim's blood and a knife with on-guard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing. Well, thank God he's not irrational, because that is not a smart thing to do. We're still in a world of trouble. Are we? We're not, though. We're doing good. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be, okay, Phoenix? Yes, yes, yes. That is what I do. These are the things that I am best at. I need to do... No. Fuck! I overshot it. Sorry, it's my bad. 1, 2, 3... this one. The defendant bought the knife for the crime. No. I'm gonna present the knife, guys. Knife bears the victim's blood and on-guard's fingerprints. In the grip, Gatewater is engraved. But that's not true! Hold it! I mean, objection! Actually. Slam. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this is a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Why would you even assume that? Why would anybody assume that he bought the knife? There are like a million knives to compare it to. Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh? It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, no shit. That's the name of the hotel, idiot. You're not working for me, by the way. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh's right. Say goodbye to your pension, asshole. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. These idiots! The legal justice system is so horribly broken in this country. Yes, that is very true. That is very big. What? Why are you hang? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? No. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. Why? I admit this knife is hotel property. This is something that I knew and tried to hide from the court, but that's besides the point. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. But I did. Yeah, shut up, dick. The question is, Slam, where did this knife come from? From the T-bone steak? Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Miss Corrida's room. No. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. I believe it is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of that table. That's a knife and a fork. There's a knife and a fork on the table. And tomato juice and a silver platter. Well then, where in the world did this knife come from? I have your answer, Judge. I know. Pick me. If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Matt on guard. This doesn't really help my case, though, does it? Especially what was on top of his table. Yes, I remember. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife, Maybe. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt on Guard's knife was missing. Irk. That's an irk moment. Mr. On Guard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during his dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. But that has nothing to do with anything, though, you asshole. Wasn't he choked to death with a bandana? Allegedly? Unless I don't have the correct autopsy report, in which case, maybe not. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. God damn it. Is that me walking into a trap? Is that not a drink? I think I said something about every time we knowingly walk in. I mean, I guess it was unknowingly this time, but every time we are ensnared in a trap, that's a drink, right? I think so. Fuck, man. Fine. Cheers. Hi, Molly Noodles. How's it going? He trapped me. He got me. He boomed me. I'm done for now. I don't know what to do. A murder weapon with his fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court, maybe. Evidence not yet shown to the court? Dude, I have a fucking pile of it. What do you want to see first? Oh, do you want me to talk about the wine glass? How about this magazine clipping, which isn't going to be relevant for a moment, but the Lotus camera, you know, maybe I have that. Did you know that my little spirit medium girl has been kidnapped? And this radio transceiver is telling me, yo, we got your little spirit girl? I need help, guys. Please, this is serious. He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. Dude, I have, like, so much. I don't know what you want me to say. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well, Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. Yeah, when is that not the case, Mia? Thank you very much. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present? Actually, I do. I mean, I almost certainly do. Here we go. Yo, what's up, hacker? How's it going? There is one One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance and only one. God damn, why? Dude, the judge, I hate this judge so much. I want to punch him in the gob. What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs. If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. It's actually, I'm going to lose all of my health if I get this wrong, huh? I actually will game over if I lose. Okay, that's not good. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show the court? That's not good. This is really, really not good. I can't save. Oh no, I was supposed to save on that line of dialogue. Because when you're in this menu, you can no longer press the pause button, and you need to press the pause button to be to be able to save. Okay? This is not good. This is really not good. What is the... Okay, well, the tension's on. This is it right here. I am officially, hereby, not looking at chat. I am Phoenix Wright. I am in this position. Edgeworth has got me. The judge is pissed and doesn't want to hear it. I have one chance, one opportunity to make sure that this case does not go tits up entirely and Maya gets destroyed in the wine dungeon. I really don't want that to happen. So let's try our hardest and really rack our brain cells together and try to figure out what that one piece of crucial, game-changing evidence would be. Is it the guitar case? No, it's not. The guitar case is not going to be important at all. It doesn't even matter. Crime photo of Juan Corrida's murder scene. There it is. There's that guitar case, and there's a bunch of glass and debris. There's like a vase and some roses, like a broken vase, and it was wet. Oh, okay, wait. So, it's probably, if I had to guess right now, I'm gonna look more into it. I would say that this photo is a good bet, because there's a lot of weird things about this photo, right? Like the fucking wine glass, for instance. You see that shit just sitting there all normal on top? Was that poured after that he was stabbed to death? Well, he wasn't stabbed, he was choked and then stabbed, but you get my point. Why is that the one thing? Why is there a full intact wine glass on the dresser if there's a shattered vase on the ground, you know? And there was water in that vase, clearly, and that water splashed onto the guitar case. But does that mean that the guitar case was then closed but then opened? Maybe the killer opened... Okay, so scuffle happens. Open the guitar case, take the guitar, put it back in the TV studio, and that's why you see like there's water on the side of it and also the top of it. But then maybe it was closed in that case, because how would it, if it was open like this, wouldn't the water be inside of the guitar case and not on the top of the guitar case? And there's like some perfumes and lotions or something like that, and the tomato juice is there. It's just, there's a lot of weirdness going on here, you know? This is, I feel pretty confident about presenting crime photo, okay? But we'll have to see. Suicide report, deceased Celeste impacts found by Juan Corrida. Was her, this is not relevant right now, but I'm sure we're gonna go into great detail about Celeste impacts, but this is not what we're talking about right now. Attempted suicide report, the thing I just said about this one, not important right now. Thank you very much, Slink1701, for the Prime. I'm still a little behind on the VODs, but thanks for all the streams. Well, thank you very much for watching all the streams. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the VODs. I hope they're entertaining. Juan's autopsy. Time of death, 8:15 p.m. Cause, strangled with a scarf and stabbed with a knife. Well, if Danganronpa taught me anything, it's that it's very easy to strangle somebody. Even a weaker person can strangle a stronger person, as long as you have an unbreakable object, like toilet paper. This is very important. Knife. Bears the victim's blood and on guard's finger. I know the toilet paper was invincible, I know. It's just a joke. In the grip, gate water is engraved. Jammin' Ninja's button was ripped from his costume, is covered in Corrida's blood, found in On Guard's hakama. No, let's just go through the list, okay? The Nickel Samurai, glossy photo Maya pushed onto me. What is this important evidence that you must show the court? What is this important evidence that I must show the court? I don't know. Press conference tickets, probably not. What about this one? Your Honor, Maya's going to be murdered by kidnappers if you don't find my client innocent. Can you please just throw me a bone? Can you help me out a little bit, please? I beg of you. Lotta's camera stolen on the night of the murder. Tabloid article about the victim was in the case. That would be this one. An article from the tabloid Gossip Lamb. That's not relevant. Hotel guide map. That's definitely not relevant. Is it the guitar? I think my suspicions are on the guitar case. Maybe the wine glass. But I think it's the crime photo. Photo of Juan Corrida's murder scene. There are so many weird inconsistencies with this photo. Like the guitar case and the wine glass. And the juice. And just everything else. That I feel like this is the right thing to present. Is it not? I'm gonna go with the crime photo, okay? Here we go. Take that! Take that! What do you think about that, huh? Sorry, Wright, but this time your bluffing steered you wrong. That is not... No, that's not true. I got it right, actually. I'm Phoenix Wright. I also didn't look at any of the character profiles, but maybe I should have done that, but... I lose. Did I lose? I lost. I can see nothing strange about this piece of evidence. What the fuck do you mean? There's so many weird things about this piece of evidence. What do you mean? But did you see it? What about the guitar case? What about the wine glass? What about all of this shit? What about the struggle that happened? What about the order of operations of how all this shit occurred? There's so many weird things about this. It's all strange. Wait. No, I will not. I am a man of my word, Mr. Wright. Oh my god. I got a game over again. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Matt on guard. Fuck! The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at the high court. Yeah, he's gonna die. Matt on guard is dead. Maya is dead. And Dick and I are out of a job. This is not good. This is really bad. We got the bad ending. No! Goodbye, cruel world. Well, gee, that kind of sucks because now I have a whole lot of game to replay. Ooh, that's bad. Remember when I did this earlier? Darn! Now I have to do it again because I forgot to save before bringing up the evidence. Not like I would have known that the evidence was going to be popped up on me, like, forcibly anyway, but I gotta save more frequently, okay? Damn it. Damn it, man! What do you mean there was nothing? There are so many things wrong with the photo. You know what pisses me off the most? First of all, I'm level 1 mad. Second of all, I think next time... Well, shit, I'll make sure to save, but next I'm going to... I think the wine glass and then the guitar case are what I'm going to present next. While I'm gonna save scum for it. Also, I know I have to take 2 drinks. But we'll figure it out. Because this is... Like, so I'm going to present these pieces of evidence, and if these are right, if the wine glass is right or the guitar case is right, even though we made this whole big stink about how the guitar case is not relevant to this case, I remember, trust me, I do. I bet they are, and that's why I presented this photo, because it has like 2 suspicious pieces of evidence, as well as a whole bunch of other suspicious unknown things in this, and so I thought, logically, this would be right. But no, it's not right. And that makes me sad. Okay, it's mine. Let's just continue. I gotta talk to Dick all over again. I gotta do a lot of stuff all over again. I made a big mistake. A huge mistake. I don't even remember how exactly I did it. Oh, but I don't want to have to reread everything. Bare facts of the case. Yes. So this murder happened after the Hero of Heroes ceremony. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in the room. However, we later found that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Okay. Yes. I remember presenting the knife. Is that a thing that I did on this one? Bare facts of the case. Hang on. This murder happened after the hero. God damn, I literally just did this and it's already out of my memory. Where do I present the knife? Something about suspicious. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. No, that's the wrong thing. Wait, what was I thinking of? However, we later found out the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Wait, where did I present something? Or did I? Or first, it might help. It might be a trap. I don't want to get hit with a trap. However, setting off traps is a part of the lawyer's job. Okay. What did you say? Remind me? Our first order of business should be to gather more info from his testimony. But there might be a trap, but you should accept the trap. Wait a minute, did I just, like, press all of his statements? Because I don't remember. Where's the thing about the knife? This isn't where I presented the knife, was it? I'm just gonna press all the statements real fast, because I think that's gonna work, right? Let's do it! Let's get to pressing. There's one. There's another one. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm loving it. It is my fault. Let us make no mistake. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, now we got, what do we get? Like the autopsy? Yeah. Okay, so I do have to just like press everything. Okay, got it. I'm doing it. Do you need me to backseat your way through this back? Potentially. I'm not throwing out the offer, but I'll ask. For right now, I think I'm good. So like I go through all of this, I press all of these, and then I remember that I present the knife to the statement that was like obvious, and then like he bought the knife. It's like, no, he didn't buy the knife, idiot. And he's like, oh, he didn't buy the knife. Oops, my bad. Haha, sorry. And that is what I last remember. And then I did some other stuff probably. But we can just skip over all this. Why? Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think I can just go right to the statement, can't I? About like he bought the knife. And then just do it immediately, and then I'll be back. And I'm gonna save, don't you worry, okay? Yeah, give me the button, that's nice. Oh, maybe I present the button, too. Because, like, we haven't presented that yet. I'll try that, maybe. I want to do order of operations. I think it's wine glass, guitar case, button, or maybe it's wine glass, button, guitar case, but I am going to save scum for it, because I don't know. Matt on guard and Juan Corrida, huge rivals, yada, 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 something. Bought the knife. Okay, so this is where we do the thing. And we say, no. Actually, that did not happen. No. That doesn't even make any sense. It was from the hotel. How could he buy a knife from a hotel? Do they sell knives at the hotel? I don't believe so. And also the T-bone steak. I'm just going to, for safety reasons, set up a little bit of a safety net below me. There we go. Time to continue walking this tightrope. All right, come on then. Give me my one chance. I need one chance to prove myself. This judge, I hate the judge so much. When he inevitably becomes a like defendant of mine or like a client of mine and I'm defending him, I'm gonna throw the case, you know? I'm just gonna throw it straight into the incinerator because I don't like the guy. He's evil, he's mean, he is not blind in terms of justice, and I don't respect it. Okay, it's time to update the safety net. Here we go. There we go. Yes. It was premeditated in my butt. Yes, yeah, right. This is it. I'm gonna update the safety net like one final time because I think it's time. Wine glass, guitar case. Oh wait. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary? Well, what if I just said no? Was I even on the right track? I'm gonna... I have to just try no. This has to be another trap. Better if I don't say anything and then risk throwing out a bad piece of evidence. Looks like the defense isn't saying a peep, which means this court is adjourned. Phoenix, we will lose this case if you give up here, so you had better show the judge something quick. Slow down. We all know I have a tendency to be wrong more than... I can't even say it. Hold it. Okay, never mind. There's one... Huh? One piece of evidence that okay, so you can just you can pick either one then, right? All right, here we go. Now then, I should have saved sooner. That's my fault. It's gonna be the wine, but again, this does piss me off a lot because it relates. I showed this photo because it has all of this evidence in it. It has the guitar case, it has the wine glass, it has this broken vase, it has all of these lotions scattered around, all of that stuff. All of this is, like, crucial. And him himself, you know, the button, the knife in his chest, like, all of these really important things. That's why I thought this would be, like, the catch-all. But I guess not, so I'm going to try the wine glass because I think that's the most suspicious thing next. And then the guitar case, and then the badge. Or not the badge, but the Jammin' Ninjas button. Not my attorney's badge, okay? I should have saved sooner. Take that! This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the... Please look at a photo of the crime scene one more time. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. You have actually got to be kidding me. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against the assailant. I'm level 5 mad, by the way. Boom! Level 5 mad right there. I'm actually furious. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Are you joking? Judge! The thing that I gave you... Come on! Come on! It doesn't make any sense! It makes not a goddamn lick of sense! It makes me so fucking mad that this is true! Oh my god! Okay, cheers everyone. It's my fault! You know, I should have presented the thing that we were talking about. We need to be more specific, okay? You just gotta be more specific than that. And by the way, the guitar case is totally not relevant either. Neither is the body that we found it and took the photo with. Neither is all of the other shit on the floor. None of that's important, okay? Yeah, but the wine glass, though, that's really important, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. What the hell is this? Oh my god, a bug flew into my water? Get the hell out of there, bug. Ew! Gross! I don't want to drink bug! And so I won't. I choose not to. Okay, cheers everybody. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Well, they did say show something new, something the court hasn't seen. The picture was already shown. I suppose that's true. That is true. What do you... Thank you for the 100 bits, VHS for life. Incoming broken keyboard. The keyboard is not going to break. Don't you worry about that. It's okay. I fished out the bug. You know, these things happen sometimes. It's like a little baby, like fly or something like that, but who cares? Cheers! It didn't contaminate the whole big orange cup worth of water. I have to take a couple of drinks because I am kind of furious right now. I feel like it's really this thing contains the evidence of the thing that I wanted to show, right? So why would this not count? Because clearly I wanted to talk about this more because the photo itself has a lot of inconsistencies, and I'm showing the photo right now! I am talking about the photo! They wanted evidence I hadn't seen, I know, but still, I guess it makes sense, and I disagree. I know that the game disagrees with me, but I disagree with the game, okay? I feel like both options should have worked, you know? I think so. I was thinking on more of a macro level when I should have been thinking on more of a micro level. Then again, you're all watching my stream. You should all know my train of thoughts at this point about presenting evidence in these murder mystery type games, so it's not like it's really that surprising anyway. Cheers. And then we're gonna do one more drink, okay? I don't think I'm level 5 was a little bit extreme. I'm like level 3 mad. So there's like 3 drinks right now. Also plus 2 drinks because I got a game over. Not only did I have to save scum, I got an honest to God game over. Like I just like straight up lost. It's very sad. So hold on just a little bit longer. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant, okay? Just promise me you'll keep that in mind as I take these couple of drinks. Just a couple more. One more, and then like one more after that. These games typically only have one answer which can be problematic when you have two pieces of the same evidence. I mean, that is honestly a problem that I have for a lot of this game, is because, like, I feel like a lot of these answers would fit a lot of these questions, but they just don't for some arbitrary reason. That's my personal opinion. Personally, I believe that the photo should have worked. I don't care if it's a thing that we already showed the court, because my thought process was like, there's still a lot more we need to talk about this one piece of evidence about that we have concretely. And even though we can, like, talk and, like, hone in on more specific details, why not show the whole thing? Because, like, it's all suspicious at the end of the day, right? There's still so many questions about this photo that we simply don't have the answer to. So if we really need one thing to keep the trial going as long as possible, why would we not present the piece of evidence that raises the most questions that the prosecution cannot answer? They can't do it. Because they don't got the answers. I don't got the answers. I don't know what happened exactly. That's why I would present this photo, so we can keep the conversation going, so the trial isn't thrown out entirely and we get a guilty verdict. This scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. Yes, that's true. Cheers. Okay, I'm gonna stop being butthurt about this and press A in just a moment. Hang on. At the end of the day, the case remains. I'm just not very good at murder mystery games, okay? The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Yes! That is something that you can clearly tell from this photo, isn't it? Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, I know I'm right, because I'm not getting the dialogue that I already got for failing, so... Well, what do you all have to say, huh? Ah, well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours. Mr. Edgeworth, what is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. Isn't there, though? What? Really? Is that where we're going with, Edgeworth? I thought you were better than this. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place, which would immediately make it suspicious and weird, yes, by the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. Who the fuck discovers a body and then pours a glass of tomato juice and then puts it next to the body and then just, what, walks away? What are you talking about? Is Samus Aran ripoff? She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. How does that, maybe, I don't know, that does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? I mean, technically, it is possible. Yes, I do believe it is. It's stupid, but it is not impossible, so it's possible that is what happened. There's nothing that points to Miss Andrews not being the one who sets the cup down. And if I raise an objection here, that would only make the judge slam his gavel down. You can't think like that, Phoenix. Mia, right now you're hanging on by a very thin thread. Anything else you can grab onto right now is better than nothing. So in other words, push as far as we can go. Okay. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. It doesn't matter what I choose. Who cares? We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. We got some fingerprints. You ran fingerprints on, like, everything else. Can you do it for this one, too? You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. My evidence to support that this statement is not true is the entire last game that we played together, Edgeworth. What? I will touch my head. You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then I hope you have a good explanation for it. Of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? God, I wish I had the ability to scan for my own fingerprints. That was, like, mad helpful. It's so good. Being able to scan for blood and fingerprints, like, you know, Maya's helpful, but is she that helpful? I don't really think so. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one Adrian Andrews. What? Wine glass updated in the court record. Found next to the victim. It's filled with tomato juice. Bears Andrews' fingerprints. Okay. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. And we are done here, Mr. Wright. Grr, I can't believe I fell into another trap. I just keep getting trapped. That's a drink. I fell into another trap. That's a drink. God damn it. I'm not saying that I like Emma more, but I am saying that Emma was, in a lot of ways, more useful, okay? And, you know, Pearl's better at channeling Mia anyway, so, like, do we really need Maya? At the end of the day, I'm running a business here, okay? I don't want to throw out my, like, charity employment to Maya just because she's my friend or whatever. Like, no, I want the one that's better at summoning the better lawyer. I want the one that's better at finding the forensic evidence, like fingerprints and bloodstains that I need. And Maya, it's just sunk cost. What am I paying her to do? Clean my office and watch the Nickel Samurai? I don't need that. I don't need that on my tab. It's just totally pointless. Get out of here, Maya. Go back to Kurain Village. Lead your family unless your mom comes back in the third game, which I bet she totally doesn't, by the way. That would be super crazy. You can't hire 8-year-olds? Then explain why the 8-year-old is acting as my legal defendant. You have no answer for that. It's because I don't need... That's the best part. I don't even need to pay the 8-year-old. Nor do I need to pay a ghost. Ghosts don't need money, and 8-year-olds also don't need money. It's as simple as that. This is a win-win situation. Alright. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrida. Is that true? Does that mean she also brought the bottle? Because the bottle was sitting on the table. God, she's hot. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said does make a lot of sense. That was the judge. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. This is not a place for personal character arcs. This is a court of law. I mean, I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my... No. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like to hear from. Are you kidding me? Another witness? Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? I don't know. Thank you, Paris, for the... Oh, shit, it's her. That's not good. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Sorry. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Cade says child labor is okay. Well, no, I did not say that, first of all. Second of all, if it's not child labor, it's child volunteering. Like, she doesn't have to be here. She could be back at home meditating, but she chose to be here, so it's actually her choice, so that makes it okay. Like, Pretzel wants to be here, and also she's really good at channeling Mia, so, like, I also want her here. So this is, it's a win-win. It's a win-win-win-win-win. I don't stop winning. This is all positive, okay? It's all good. Take off the fishbowl, Wendy. Please don't rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-tat-tat me. Witness, your name and occupation... Fuck! She did it! Gotcha! I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. He got shot with a ray gun. Of course he's mad. Oh, Edgy boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand? I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do, so today I'm going to tell you anything and everything, even things that don't have to do with the terrible crime. Well, that's going to be struck from the record, so don't do that. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Fuck! Oof! Shush! I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Yes, madam. God, the judge is such a simp. I hate this dude. No, no, no. Please, by all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. It's true what they say about the youths are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel that night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Old Bag? It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean you were a fan of the victim? Judge, you have no idea. Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I've no interest in a little child like him. He's like 22, isn't he? I'm only interested in a real man, a Juan Corrida. He's like also 22, isn't he? But those two were the same age. There it is. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well, please tell the court what you witnessed that night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Okay, what did you witness, okay? I need to know these things right now. Anyway, I have to take 2 drinks also for all of the rat-a-tat-a-tatting that has occurred. I'm so sorry. But the stream must take a break so I can accomplish those tasks. Like Among Us. Do you ever play Among Us and you're like, I have to do a task? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing my suspicious. Cheers! That's nice contaminated like fruit fly juice that I'm drinking right now. It's a cup of water that a fruit fly flew into. Thank you very much, VHS for Life 97 for the 100 bits. Man, the people this lady is a fan of do not have a good track record of living. Watch out, Edgeworth. Damn, you know what? That's actually a really good point. That's a really, really, really good point. What are all of the drinking rules? Welcome to the stream, Duck Eat Duck. Nobody knows, not even I. Cheers, brother. Okay, and then we're gonna do one more drink, okay? The rules are drink until it feels inappropriate. And I haven't reached that point yet, okay? So that means we're gonna keep on doing it. I need to fill up the big orange cup one more time. Asking about the drinking rules... asking about the drinking rules is a drink. As much as I want to agree to that sentiment, like, everyone's gonna do it, so I just have to drink a million. StoneLink5554, thank you for the prime. Thank you very much. I think people legitimately asking about what the drinking rules should be a drink. I'm not saying it's not sincere. It's just, it's a lot. There's a lot. I need the biggest Weegeethegod fan. Who is the biggest twitch.tv/Weegeethegod viewer here who can document every single drinking rule that I have ever made? Who is it? Which one of you is it? Scuzz? I mean, Scuzz, you've done a phenomenal job this entire time. Weegeethegod? I think it's Weegeethegod. Fuck, of course not. No. You think I watched that idiot? He's so cringe. We already have a doc for that. Oh, is there a document for the drinking rules? I actually did not know that. I'll try my... wait a minute. Google Doc. Okay, click on that if you want a list of my drinking rules, apparently. Thank you very much for being astute and observant in all of this. However, I knew most of them already. Yeah, I have made a lot. Some might say that I might have made too many. I would say that. Cheers, everybody. I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna take this one drink and we're gonna be good. All right. Okay. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room because I'm not creepy or anything, but you know, there was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Is that the affair that the lady was having with him? The Adrian Andrews? Adrian Andrews, that's the name. Yeah, it's like a lot to say. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. That is kind of concerning. I remember her talking about that a lot. So Mr. On Guard came out of the victim's room? See, it has to be him. He's the murderer. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I'll try my best, Your Honor. What did you witness? Who did you possibly witness? Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of his room. Why did you go to pace around the hallway of his room? Could you tell me that much? Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help. I'll have you know it was for that lead-headed samurai show. Heh, I never took out a few of the nails. I even took out a few of the nails. Maybe it was a good thing that the show didn't go on. You sabotaged the stage because you're pissed off? Because you're waifuing over this dude? Husbandoing over this dude? That's kind of cringe, Miss Oldbag. Besides, that manager with the glass seemed to be working hard at it without me. Manager with the glass? I don't remember that. Was it a glass of tomato juice? That's what I need to know. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings. And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? I guess we'll find out. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Okay. Something you were interested in, and just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. And Edgy Poo, of course. Mr. Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this? I don't know. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later on. It looks like we shouldn't force it right now. Probably not. And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? I don't know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye on the whole thing. Okay. Oh, then would you like to tell us the number of people who went in and out of Corrida's room? I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's not what I'm asking right now. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am. Okay, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? Probably. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. Hold it. Tell me more about that right now. Who in the world was that? Was it the lady? I'm not allowed to say, even though I'm on the witness stand right now, and I should be saying it. This sort of information has been carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room is it he was? Yes, he was. Don't rat-a-tat-a-tat me. I'm too scared. I can't even say his name out loud. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Franziska whip this bitch right now. True. Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway. I didn't mean to do that. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Okay. You saw my client? Are you sure? Yes, see? Really? Annoying brat. What I say? I saw someone. I saw that person. Why do I get the sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last time, I should delve into this a bit further. The person's face, what the person was carrying, the person's clothes. Man, I don't know. The person's face, what the person was carrying, the person's clothes. Was he dressed up as the Nickel Samurai, perhaps? Are we having a repeat of the thing that we did the first time? Tell me about the person. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters. But it does. Now, what was it? Oh, yes, was he wearing the Hakama? What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. Ah, shit, you mean that racing jacket? That is kind of suspicious. He was wearing that at the detention center, too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. Okay, right. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? It was not important. It was very important. It was not important. It was very important. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna go with it was very important, and if it's not right, I'll choose the other one, okay? It was very important, Your Honor, and maybe I'm gonna lose some health for saying this, but yes, it was. Objection. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of the testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Huh? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but okay, witness. Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Okay. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket? What do you think? I don't know, that's why I'm asking the question, bitch. It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it. She's so sure of herself, it's to the point of self-absorption. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad for us, really bad. But that's how the human mind is. It's also the tendency to jump off topic. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? Has she? I guess so. She's like, I mean, that's what she does though. She's old bag. But that's what makes her sweet old lady, right? That's because you're not the one who has to question her. It's me. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to the... Oh no, this is like all repeat. Yo, what's up, Rickles? How's it going? I'm trying to figure out Ms. Old Bag's thing. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. I don't know what to... I'm not sure what to do. She strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time, hasn't she? I do really want to figure out what that was. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to the place. I want to pace around the hallway in front of his room, okay? There was something I was interested in finding out, you know? Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. Someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. I mean, this one, yeah. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad. But that's the human mind. You know, it has a tendency to not tell the truth. But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right? No, it's what makes her an evil old bitch. I don't like her. Anyway, after the ceremony, let me look at it all one more time. The Nickel Samurai, okay? This is the Nickel Samurai. There he is. Very cool. Made of nickel. Press conference ticket. Seems like the Nickel Samurai is about to confess something. Radio transceiver. Originally from Maya's kidnapper. Doesn't have any relevance right now. Lotta's camera. Magazine clipping. Hotel guide map. Guitar case. Irrelevant to everything. I'm gonna have to eat 35 weeds because of that. Wine glass already presented. Crime photo. Who the hell knows? Who even knows if the crime photo is relevant to anything ever? Who knows? Suicide report irrelevant. Attempted suicide irrelevant. Juan's autopsy may be relevant. Time of death 8:15 p.m. Cause strangled with a scarf. Okay. Knife bears the victim's blood and on guard's fingerprints, and the grip Gatewater is engraved. And Jammin' Ninja's button was ripped from his costume. It's covered in Korita's blood, found in On Guard's hakama. That's the pants, remember? Remember that that's the pants, okay? That's very important. Oh no. Do we have another Trilo on our hands? Am I stuck? I don't have the orange juice bottle to present. Okay, so what about this is wrong? Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway. I believe that. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know? I do believe that, but I'm not sure if it's relevant. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. Okay. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. That is suspicious. It was On Guard, Matt On Guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. That is suspicious. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Is that so suspicious? Suspicious. Suspicious, but I don't know what to do. It was On Guard, Matt On Guard. Yeah, I'm just, for no particular reason, I'm gonna do this. There we go. It is done. Matt On Guard, he was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad for us, really bad. But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time, hasn't she? Yeah, but that's what makes her an old lady, right? That's because you're not the one who has to question her. Idiot. After the ceremony, I did not mean to do that. That was that was an honest to goodness misclick. But I'll listen to it again. The lobby, I was supposed to help set up the stage for the trifling show. But I didn't. I even took out a few nails because I'm evil, remember? Remember how evil I am all the time? There was something I was interested in finding out, you know? Let's just go for it, okay? Let's do it all again. Something you were interested in? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know? It's top secret between me and Juan. Do I present the thing? But, like, we even made a statement that, like, this... Oh, no, we lost the autograph. Okay, I was gonna, like, maybe think we should present the autograph right now. But we don't have it because she has it, but it wasn't even for her. It's just a huge coincidence that someone else named Wendy was here, right? Ah, and Edgy Poo, of course. Mr. Edgeworth, what was she what? I have no idea. I despise gossip. Gossip? But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony. That's true. That's a good point. It looks like we shouldn't force it right now. Okay, so don't pick that one. That one is not right. I was on the job. I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time, okay? Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Korita's room? I don't know. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of my own age. Anyway, the witness then saw someone, correct? That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. Okay, who was that poor man coming out of poor Juan's room? Who in the world? I'm not allowed to say, but could you please say, okay, so press this one, or present evidence on this one. I got it. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was, yes? I'm too scared, I can't say it. Oh, what I wouldn't give to punch her in the face. Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was on guard. Mad on guard, he was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Tell me it again. You saw my client, are you sure? Yesy? Really? Annoying brat, yesy, I said. I guess I'm going to have to press a little harder on this one. There's got to be some sort of huge contradiction I can find here. Okay, so present something on that one. Got it, I got it. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket? What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it. She is so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption. She may not remember things or be mistaken, and then we repeat. And then we just say it all, but again. Thank you, Omega Drive 640 77 for the Prime saying rat-a-tat tat 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 tat. Thank you. Is it this one or is it this one? One of these doors will make me go forward. I know it for a fact. I just gotta save real quick, you know? For no particular reason, just to, you know, be safe. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. It was on guard, mad on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Is that true? He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Or it was on guard, mad on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. I know it should be so obvious, but I don't know. Let's look at the evidence one more time, okay? I'm gonna look at both of these statements, and we're gonna find out what's relevant. This is not relevant. This is not relevant. No. 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 Maybe the crime photo, maybe. I'm not ruling it out. Suicide report, that's a big no. No. Probably not. And probably not. And maybe Jammin' Ninja's button was ripped from his costume, is covered in Korrida's blood, found in On Guard's Hakama. Found in On Guard's Hakama. That's the pants. I remember the pants. He was wearing... Wait a minute. Was he... So, if he left the room wearing his flashy racing jacket, does that mean that he was wearing his pants as well? Should I present... Hold on. What potentially, what profile would I present? Not this one, no. No. Maybe this one? So, Mad on Guard... Or maybe Jammin' Ninja button, because, like, was he wearing this in his Hakama? If he was wearing his flashy racing jacket, honestly, it's all just for show. Does that make sense? I already saved, I'm just gonna present it, you know? And if it's not right, then I'm gonna present the other profile. I'm gonna present the Miss Oldbag. Hello? What? Don't say my name for no reason. Do you know what this is? Ah! It's the button number 2 on Jammin' Ninja's costume. Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. Holy shit, was I right? I guess I was. Give it here, give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you. Do not do it. Do not rat-a-tat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat me, okay? Wow. She really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. On-Guard's body during a full-body search. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it's a drink, guys. I know. Let me pour the drink right now. Hang on. Before I progress, before I forget that I deserve a drink, I will do it right now. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. And also, terrible news, everyone. I gotta go to the bathroom, okay? I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast, and I'll be right back. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll be right back, okay? Goodbye! Goodbye, everyone! I'm going to the bathroom now, because I have to. Goodbye! I'm back! Hello, everybody! I'm back, hello! How is it going? Are we all having fun? I certainly hope so. I'm back. Arigato VHS for Life 97 for the 100 biddies. We should get a going to the bathroom emote Lamau. That's gonna require like double my current amount of subs, so if you got Twitch Prime, then make sure to use it on me, because maybe I should do that. I should probably have some sort of like notification or something that I can toggle on OBS to say like, hey, I'm in the bathroom right now. Perhaps that is a thing that I should do. Maybe that's a thing I even will do in the future, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, this button was discovered on Mr. On-Guard's body during the full-body search. I see. This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Mr. On-Guard. It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants. See? And On-Guard is the nickel samurai. Yeah, but bitch, witness. I mean, now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, as this court knows very well, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt on guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket? Don't rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat me, please. Ah, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they are wearing. If I wore the trendiest but in oh my god, no, this outfit is hideous, right? Yes, it is. It's heavy, so heavy. I have to wear a fishbowl. Understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are stupid. And there it is. And there it is. And also there it is. Now you hold your tongue still for 1 second. So what you said in actuality was not Mr. On Guard the man, but Mr. On Guard the Nickel Samurai. But when you think about it, no, bitch, we've literally already been over this before. Oh my god. So who was wearing... I mean, she said she saw the dude in the costume, or not the costume, but the racing jacket, which is basically a costume in of itself. They're really one and the same anyway. No, Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about. Edgy poo, don't you think so? Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Come on. Kisses you. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Fine, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you! Who I saw. Who the fuck did you saw? That's what I want to know. On guard, on guard. Yes, I know. Now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Not brought my controller at all. Don't worry about me doing that. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Probably would have been. Yeah, totally. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. He must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Okay, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume. For some weird reason, it's just like, it's a thing that I've already seen before. Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Ah, youngins today, I told you there was no way it was anyone else. How do you know that? Because I said so. Your Honor, because I said so. And what I say is the truth, you fucking idiot. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, cross-examine the witness right now. Thank you. Who I saw. I don't know who she saw. On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Wait, I should have... That's my bad. I should have touched this one first. Would you please get on with your testimony? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs. Nobody wants that. A striking figure by sea, standing all alone is he. He's the Nickel Samurai. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please make it stop? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick just to the facts. Okay, you promise, right? Right, I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office. What is going on? Thank you, VHS for Life 97 for the 100 bits. Who I saw, also known as the seesaw effect. Well, damn, kinda. In a roundabout way, kinda. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. Remind me to kiss you on the lips with my tongue, Edward, old chum. I mean, no. Why would I? The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai. What do you know about the Nickel Samurai? Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago? Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream? What? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be a Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what? Is that a reference? I don't know if that's who is Judge Wagner? I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. See? Fuck! This literally does not count because it does not say rat-a-tat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, okay? It's different. And look at where you are now. You're not a Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier, who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. Okay, I thought for just a microsecond it said it can't be helped, but actually I can't be held responsible for the past. Same, sister. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies? Have you seen the court, Phoenix? Since always, since the moment you stepped foot in here. All that matters is that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough? Maybe. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume for the murder. Hold it! And why would that be? I didn't mean to do that. That way, no one could see his face, of course. But there's still no advantage for him in that case. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more. No, totally not. You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with me, everything I say. Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change it in out of costume. Maybe. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, right? Tell me more about the post-ceremony stage show. That's the thing that he didn't know about, right? I talked to Matt on guard, and he was like, what the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that included the Jammin' Ninja? Of course it included the Jammin' Ninja. That's why when On Guard came out of Deirdre's room, I didn't give it a second thought. That makes sense. Well, anyway... ... So he must have sworn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Okay, so let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, and please for the love of God be honest, it was really the Nickel Samurai? As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think too hard on this one. What? There's a contradiction in her testimony, and it's sitting in plain sight. Okay, so present some piece of evidence against the thing that she just said about, like, he must have worn the thing, right? The question is, what's the contradiction mean for us? Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay, awkward. On guard, yes, I remember. Wait, this is the first thing. No, it doesn't even matter. Okay, so we have to go to the last thing that she just said. We already read this. I already read it all. That is a Kyoko, that's a Ouija troll moment. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai I literally didn't even mean to do that. I can't even believe my finger caressed the L1 button soft enough to make this happen. That's, honest to God, my fault. But I know that that's what I gotta do, so I gotta select it, and I'm not going to caress. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. That one I intentionally pressed because I have hardcore dyslexia, and I pressed L instead of R1. That's my fault. That is my bad. I'm so sorry. If I could change it, trust me, I would. But I didn't. That's the button I meant to push. There we go. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. How do I prevent? Because she literally just said, "This one, idiot. This one is a contradiction. Do this one." He must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Thank you so much, VHS for Life 97, for gifting the tier 1 sub to Estesio. 36 gifted. That's a lot. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you. Must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. Okay, so we have Attorney's Badge. We have Maya's Magatama. We have nickel samurai. We have press con. Wait a fucking second! He must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan? But he didn't die from stab wounds. He died from strangulation. Did he not? Juan's autopsy? Time of death. Cause strangled with a scarf, then, then stabbed with a knife. Knife. Bears the victim's blood and on guard's fingerprints. In the grip, Gatewater is engraved. It's one of these two. I know for a fact it's one of these two. We're gonna go Juan's autopsy into the knife, okay? If I can actually press the buttons right. Juan's autopsy! Slam! Your Honor, I got it wrong. That statement contradicts this. What evidence? No. Ow! Oops! Wait. What was it? It was this one, right? The knife this time. Objection. Like, I knew. Like, you see where I'm going with this, right? Something about the knife, right? Please take a look at this. Yeah, so is a knife, big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. No, it's not my intention at all, you stupid old decrepit. That's the knife that was used in the murder! Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to the case? That is a fantastic question, Phoenix, right? God, I love this man. You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I am driving at, you beautiful bastard. Kiss me. Did I just lose health? Wait, no, I didn't lose health. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? to drive? If Mr. On Guard was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then I ask you, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on the knife. That makes a lot of sense, yes. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Can we be 100% certain of that? I'm not sure if we can. Oh, that's right. The nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? I suppose. But, like, hear me out, guys. What if he was wearing the jacket and also the nickel samurai pants and also the nickel samurai gloves? Is that out of the question? I need to know exactly what did you see, Miss Oldbag? I need to know. Objection. He probably took his gloves off right before he began stabbing. But why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense at all. Objection. Why would you do that? And why would he do that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? What? There was no way he would do something. Why would you even... However, there is one possibility. Okay, bitch, kiss me, and then tell me why. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the nickel samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. That's so... I hate this guy. I hate Edgeworth. He's stupid. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. I love Edgeworth. I kiss him. Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. That's immediately wrong because of the knife, is it not? Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? There are no problems. There is a contradiction. Think about it one more time. And can you repeat that once more? Maybe if I just had like an entire transcript of what was being said and I could press like perhaps escape or the minus button to see what was actually being said. There's a contradiction. It's the knife itself, is it not? This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony because we already talked about the knife being from the hotel, brought from his room to his room. Now, for an argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone through with the victim's room without intent. Oh god, it's time to nut up or shut up. Is it the knife? It's gotta be the knife, right? How is it not? I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent, because why would you bring the knife? That makes a lot of sense to me. It's the knife! This was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida. I suppose. Good night, my friend, also. Good night. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? No, maybe, I don't know. Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1, actually. And one more thing, also, kiss me. I mean, if the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Obviously, which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over the bees, all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and... I have hiccups, mislead us. Gabble, gabble, gabble. Order! 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 Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? To hide the murder method? To frame Matt On Guard? Well, we know that, like, all of this is to frame Matt On Guard, so we have to go with it, not to hide the murder method, sorry, which we know was the scarf strangulating him. Here we go. It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course. To frame? No, actually, no. Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? Objection! That's all I ever do, so no. But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. I'm so sorry that I have hiccups these bad, but if it were the truth, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Ah! Well, Miss Oldbag, what do you have to say about that? Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo? Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure. Huh? You were waiting for Lady to go fuck that guy, Adrian Andrews, 23. I'm 23. We could never... She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Sam... Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then? In that case. That's top secret to anyone outside of security or anyone who's read the Gossip Land article that says a superstar and ultra hot mega secret love sketch. No, I'm so sorry. I know that the hiccups are annoying, but I'm sorry. I don't know how to... Someone send me a jump scare or something so I can fix it, okay? I don't know what to do. Just like post a link. How do you get rid of it? You hold your breath, but it doesn't work for me. Drink some water. It doesn't work. Here's the I have the big orange cup. Okay. Cheers. I drank some water. I'm going to click on this YouTube link. VHS for... That kind of works as a jump scare. Thank you. I still have them. Thank you very much for gifting the tier 1 sub. You don't get rid of them ever. But I don't like that. I'm going to click on the link that Scuzz sent, and there might be I highly recommend that everyone just mute the stream right now. And then unmute in like a minute, okay? I'm gonna click on this link, this YouTube. Is it gonna be like scary car commercial, or is it just gonna be like a straight out screamer, or what? I'm clicking it. Here we go. I clicked it. It's loading. It's almost done. All jump scares, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, FNAF, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4, FNAF jump scares. That's great. Freddy Fazbear is gonna come get me! Get ready, chat. Mute right now. Mute right now. I warned you. That was your own warning. One more, and then I think I'll be cured. Hang on. That's not good. I'm sorry that you're not gonna see this. That was Shadow Freddy. Okay, that's kind of scary. I'm sorry, chat. There's Chica! Chica will eat me. Wait a minute. One more. Honestly, one more, and then we're good. I actually haven't hiccuped since I clicked on this video. And honestly, just like one more. And then we gotta get the Bonnie jump scare, right? That was like the last one. FNAF 1. Huh! It's Bonnie! Bonnie's about to scream. Mute, chat. Mute. Mute right now. It's about to happen. It's about to go. Argh! You don't want to be here for this. Okay, sorry. It's about to happen. He's about to put down the pad. You know that sound? That's how you know he's right next to you. As soon as you put it's done. Hiccups defeated. Thank you so much for that. You know what? You know what the honestly funniest part about that is that like I haven't hiccuped a single time. I think I win. I think I defeated my hiccups because it was so scary. Thank you so much, Scuzz. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, what was I doing again? That's top secret to anyone outside of security? What the fuck are we talking about? That's top secret? Outside of anyone of security? Oh, no, I just pressed the wrong button. Okay, alright, we're good. I have a feeling that you are waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. What am I correct? Haha, no, why would you say that? The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse. You can unmute, by the way. I'm sorry if you were muted. Like, obviously, if you're muted, you are not hearing this right now. But, like, you can. Everyone spam in chat, unmute, okay? Thank you. Catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the Old Bag. Whoa! Okay, her name is Windy Old Bag. You don't have to say, maybe the Old Bag was waiting around for that person. And we all know for a fact it was Mr. Corrida himself, but even still, if it's who I think me is hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't ya? Well, actually, wait, so if you were waiting for you were waiting for, where is she? Her? Take that! Who is this person? It's Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager. But why would the defendant manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is, I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, Do you mean, like, are we talking about the same? Is she? Adrian Andrews is without a doubt fucking the guy. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away, and who can blame him, honestly? I can throw away this whole sworn confidentiality stuff then. Witness? What in the world are you? Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this, a very bad feeling, which is a drink! God damn it. Well, is that actually 2 drinks? I forget what the stipulation for the 2 drinks. I know that I've got a bad feeling about this is 1 drink, but is it like, I have a very, like, is this 2 drinks or 1 drink? That's 3 drinks! No, it's not. Shut up. No. Very is 2 drinks? Oh, I think that's right, isn't it? It's 2? I think it is. The saddest part is that I don't even remember the exact rules, but I saw it and I remembered it immediately. Like, yeah, it's probably 2 drinks. I knew that the whole time, by the way. This is all basically rhetorical. Chat, don't forget to drink water. God help you if any of you are drinking with me. I highly do not recommend that, by the way. Do not... Do fucking not drink with me, okay? Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. I'm drinking shots. Currently, I have Svedka vodka, imported Swedish distilled 5 times, okay? I don't even got the Sky, which is slightly more expensive, so I didn't buy it. But it's just a bad idea. You just, please... And I am being 100% genuine and serious right now. Like, do not drink with me, okay? Because I'm taking shots every time I say take a drink. Don't do it. It's very, very bad for you. So please don't do it. I don't know how else to say it any more genuinely, but don't. Just drink occasionally. If you gotta drink, cheers, but do not. And I'm honest to God begging you, please do not try to drink with me. Because it's just not gonna work, okay? Is that a challenge? I think no. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. No. Cheers. Okay. Is this a veiled cry for help? No, I don't need... I'll help myself. It's all good. I am strong enough to withstand all of this. I promise you're not, okay? I'm sorry. What if I'm drinking chalky milk? Then, well, be careful, because you might get diabetes with that the rate I drink at, but still, it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all fine. Cade will never admit he fakes shots. Well, that's the beauty of not having a face cam. What if I'm just lying about all of this, huh? What if I actually have never taken a sip of alcohol in my entire life, huh? Can you even prove that? Not a single one of you can even prove that. In fact, and I hate to break the 4th wall, I actually do fake it all. It's all, like, I don't like to drink. It's just bad. It's bad for your body. It's bad for your mind. And honestly, you've seen my streams in the past. Do you really think I could be drinking this much and still keep up this sort of facade? It's totally ridiculous. Of course I'm not doing that. And on that note, cheers. Cheers, gamers. Okay. Hold on. By the way... Alright, that bottle's... Hang on. Alright. Alright, resurrecting the 4th wall. Yes, this is all I'm totally drunk dude. Okay? It's all real. None of this is an act. It's all true. I even had my face cam on that one time. You didn't even realize that I filled that entire bottle with water and I was just tricking you the entire time. It's for the entertainment, baby. Is what I wish I could say. But it's open to interpretation. What am I even talking about? I don't even know. Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh, shit. Do I need to take a drink for that? No, wait. I literally... No, wait a minute. I already did that. Never mind. I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. But what for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons. I don't want to think about that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed? I really don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide. Okay, very well. Witness, please testify about the secret information. Get ready! That doesn't count. This does not count, okay? This is going to take the wind out from your youngins. I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old, like you think we are. Secret information. Let's do this. What's the secret information that you got? It's that On Guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. Why would he need to? He already won. It's the flimsiest testimony I ever did hear. He already won. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I don't think that's what happened. Have you seen the suicide reports and stuff like that? Like, I can... There's so much evidence to prevent that from being the case. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me may know yet, okay? Well, I feel like the cat's out of the bag. You kind of just admitted it in a public court. The defendant said his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court. What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant? Never heard that one before, even though it is usually true. Mr. Edgeworth, about this Adrian Andrews person, we have looked into this matter and found that the truth is the article proposes, in fact, baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. Yes. Yes, Your Honor, okay, you're picking it up. I am putting it down, and you're picking it up. This is huge. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all? Now then, Mr. Wright, do the thing. Be careful, the old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right, On Guard is nothing but your average foul-bodied, blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, you've got to burn old bags with fire. And it's time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to Danger Zone. I love that song. Is that a reference? Does that count? I don't even know. Secret information, what are we talking? Lana! Okay. That On Guard is one evil man. Okay, let's talk about it. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander. But it's true, that woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. That poor man was getting fucked by a hot girl. How could you possibly say that this is okay? Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss AA. That means Ace, that's me, bitch. I'm the Ace Attorney. But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland. What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? Kind of, a little bit. What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% true. It's fake news! I'll take a drink for this one. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to... Shit. I should start taking a drink every time I drop my controller. From this point going forward, I will take a drink, okay? Cheers for the fake news. Congratulations, fake news. You have caused me to drink yet again. You got me. Old bag would not get the vax. That's all I'm saying. She would say, no, but the heart inflammation, it doesn't make any sense. I'd rather just catch it personally than get the vaccine. That's what she's saying. Not me. That's what she says. I'm just saying. Cheers. For every fake news, that's a drink. Cheers. I suppose next, yeah, something fake news. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip. Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that? Can we please get a new judge on the stand? Anyway, On Guard will never give to say touche. Why? He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. Okay. A scandal? What do you mean? You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? Hey, first of all, yes. Second of all, I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? No. I am like 24. What in the world is... I know what the word scandal means. Even I know that much. Well, that On Guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. Okay. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. You don't have any proof that Mr. On Guard did any such thing. This is super duper true, by the way. I mean, it has nothing to do with Matt On Guard. It has everything to do with what's-her-face, Celeste Impacts. And oh no, I'm sad, found by Juan Corrida. There was some shenanigans going on there. And then she was pissed off, and so she did this through her own volition, right? That has to be it. Come on. You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right. You're right. I can't do anything. But boy, do I wish I could do something about your face. Ugh, I would punch it so hard. All right then, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof? I thought she was gonna say, can you punch me in the face hard enough? Just show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan. Present evidence, decline the offer. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? Can I? Honestly, I don't even know. Because it's not between him and Juan. It's between Adrian Andrews and Juan. Like, that's the root cause. We're getting to the root of it all. So I don't think this is relevant. I'm going to decline the offer to present. Honestly, as crazy as it might sound, I don't have anything to offer. And also, I just want to, like, press all the other statements first. See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy. Me and my big mouth. I didn't lose health, so I'm the winner here. That's the way the cookie crumbles for you, anyway. No. I cannot condone such a dirty trick, so I took action. What do you mean? So, what do you mean by I took action? Like I already told you, I was lying in wait in the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room... You mean the one, Adrian Andrews? The one that was fucking? I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson, something you youngins need. Jesus Christ, what does that mean? You were going to teach her a good lesson? Jesus Christ, what does that mean? I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Okay. Like, no, stop! Well, it's too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night. I guess so. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Hold it. Wait. What? I'm busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information that no one else knows? That sounds kind of important. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Huh? Well, is she... Okay, when she held her hand up, I don't know why, but I thought for a second she was actually flipping me the bird. That's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain or had a magatama, you'll never find out. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? Press further, present evidence, wait and see. Oh, jeez. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? You always want to press further. Every time you have the option to press further, you take it. Do it. If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got this secret information, you won't get to go home. Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help! What do I have to do with this? Just do this for me. You'll get your reward. I do not like the implications of this sentence. It makes me really mad, actually. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. Objection. Okay. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. And he lectures me on reckless blabbering? As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning. Where did Old Bat get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? Are you not so subtly telling me to use the magazine clipping and article from the tabloid Gossip Land on this statement? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now. There has to be something we can catch her on. Yeah, and when I find it, I am going to press the heck out of it. Trust me, I will. That on guard is one... Okay, so what was... No, I didn't mean to do that. That was my bad. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to press that one. I want to press... What was the last one? This one? Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me can know? Well, you're telling it to an entire court. Wait a minute. Give me the option again. What were my options? It was this one. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? Press further. Present evidence. Wait and see. It's probably a present evidence moment, isn't it? Probably. I'm gonna do it. Present evidence. What do I... So no one else is suspected to know this secret information, right? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old... Because you read the newspaper clipping. Why are you looking at me like that? Stop. Witness. That's me. I hate to say it, but this is... Oh, I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, ain't it? It's the magazine clipping. Is it not? Take that! Objection! What? You call that proof? It looks like more proof of spite towards the witness. If you have nothing to back up your claims, then they are no more valid than gossip. Objection sustained. Ah, shit, that's not good. Witness, please feel free to ignore the defense's gesture of ill will and continue. Okie dokie, I see nothing wrong with that. Great. That did nothing but set me back a few minutes of my life. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, don't it? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way. So this is definitely... This is the door that I have to open. But what is the key? So it's something here, but I need the key, is what the game is telling me. Not so subtly. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary, but Mia disagrees, and she is like 1,000 times smarter than I am. Yeah, and when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it, too. What was that last statement you just said? I didn't mean to do that. I honestly didn't. Oh, and this is top secret? You got that? Nobody else but you and me knows yet, okay? I want to... What do I present against this? I want to press it one more time. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What? What? I'm a busy woman. At the tea time with the kids, you know. Secret information that no one else knows? That's kind of important. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Huh? Well, that's because I am a pro. Huh? It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find it. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? And what I'm talking about right now is how that old bat got such a weird piece of information, you know? Press further. That did not present evidence? But couldn't I just present evidence on the statement in of itself? But I feel like this is like what it wants me to do. Should I wait and see? I should probably... this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing, and I clicked it anyway. Knowing that full well, I should probably think a bit more about this. I don't want to do anything rash. For now, maybe I should sit around. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip. Yeah, I know. So... this one, and then I definitely have to present some piece of evidence. Do I have the orange juice bottle? Present evidence. Okay, so no one else is supposed to know this secret information. If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag? Ooh, why are you saying witness? I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info. This is how you came to acquire your secret info? I don't know. Not these ones. Nickel Samurai, probably not. This is irrelevant. No. Lotta's camera, no. The magazine clipping, no. Magazine clipping, no. Hotel guide map, no. It's not the hotel guide map either, is it? Guitar case? Wine glass? Crime photo? Is it the crime photo? It might be the crime photo, but then, like, you didn't have the crime photo. I don't even remember where I acquired the crime photo. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I know that I'm bad at the game. Guys, surprise, surprise. Weegeethegod, not very good at this type of game. What a shock, but I know. Suicide report, no. This is all irrelevant. Juan's autopsy, no. Knife, no. Jammin' Ninja's button. This is how you came to acquire your secret info, ain't it? It's not these. It's not these. Press conference, radio transceiver, no. Lotta's camera. Stolen on the night of the murder. Tabloid article about the victim wasn't the case. I'm liking this, and I'm liking this right now. Magazine clipping, an article from the tabloid. But, like, the article from the tabloid is so important. But if you got the article of the tabloid from this, would this not just, like, relate to this? It's almost as if you wanted to show a photo showcasing, like, a wine glass, and you said, no, actually, don't show me the photo showcasing the wine glass. And then you said, look at this wine glass. And you said, oh, you mean that photo with the wine glass? It's kind of like that to an extent, you know? Hotel guide map, map of the Gatewater Hotel. Irrelevant. This is not relevant. This is not... Okay, so it's... Maybe I'm totally off base. I don't even know. I think it's this... Or wait. This or this, okay? I think it's Lotta's camera or magazine clipping. Let's read this one more time to just, like, get all the details we can. A superstar in an ultra-hot mega-secret love scandal? Reliable sources say that Juan Corrida has been getting in close with the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A., Ace Attorney. Lotta's camera stolen on the night of the murder. Tabloid article. Do you have the camera? Because that was like a big thing. Like, who stole the camera? Were you taking photos? I lose 2 health if I get it wrong. That's not good. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Here we go. Take that! The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh, yes, I remember that mischievous bitch. She reported that she had lost a certain note when she had written to herself. She reported such a thing. On top of that piece of paper, she had written down some of her impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews, which was not very well founded. It's just based off of a piece of article. What outrageous ideas, you say? No. I said impressions, remember? Do you remember? Then, you know... Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless. Ah, that's it. That's the note. Thank you so much for saying that. Ah! No! You see, this is completely different. This is my top secret of the groceries to buy. Then you are the one who took Miss Hot's photo. I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. I didn't mean to do that, sorry. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on-guard. Do not put the gun away, ma'am. Put the gun down, ma'am. She said to herself, on guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. It's like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Poo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. You really should have come to with this supply of cheese to match a vintage wine. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Pile on more pressure? Forgive her? Of course you pile on more pressure. If I let up now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct, actually? Stole? Why don't you listen to me more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all. You're lying, damn it! Holy shit, Phoenix Wright said damn it. That's kind of huge, honestly, and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Yes. Miss Old Bag, I don't believe that note is the only thing you stole that night. Shit, I don't know. I don't believe that note is the only thing you stole that night? What is the other thing that she stole that night? Hold on. We're gonna go with no. Well, no. Absolutely not. This doesn't make a lick of sense. No. Suicide report? No. How could you? Knife? No, of course you didn't. No. Jammin' Ninja's button? Did you take the Jammin' Ninja's button? Is that actually a thing that you did? What about here? Lotta? That's not Lotta. Why did I immediately say this and say Lotta? That's just not the right person. Pearl? No. Dick? No. Doesn't make any sense. No. Will Powers? No. That doesn't make any sense either. Lotta Hart? No. Juan Corrida? No. What'd you steal from Juan Corrida? I don't think so. Matt on guard, age 21. I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Wait a minute. Do I just present the camera, but again? Because, like, that's the thing that she stole, right? She stole that, and, like, that's literally the thing that we were just talking. But, like, was I not just talking about the thing? I'ma try it. Miss Old Bag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? What? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me, or something like that. Why, witness? What is it, Gramps? If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too. I guess that would make sense. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. What a surprise! Is this the camera you're looking for? I don't know. Does it have a giant scratch on it? I don't know. Ah, that's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals, I fall in love, and borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little bit... I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I am a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things. I guess. Bailiff! Check this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine it at once! That's a good idea. Maybe I could have presented this sooner. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please believe me, do not look at the other photos. Please present it to the court. What do we got? What the hell is this? This is the Nickel Samurai. See, I told you, that's the guy I saw. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Lotta's photo added to the court record. Lotta's photo, picture taken in the hallway right after the murder. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that, and I quote, at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that's the case, then this Nickel Samurai has got to be, beyond a shadow of a doubt, yeah, it's him, you know? Obviously. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? This court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're kind of screwed, aren't we? And Maya's gonna die. And also, Maya is about to die, by the way. Don't forget that, please. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. But her life is already in jeopardy anyway. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's nothing strange with it? Something strange with it? I mean, clearly it wants me to pick this one, doesn't it? There has to be something weird. It's sus! It's suspicious! I knew this was coming, Mr. Wright. For no reason at all, by the way. I'm just gonna... Okay, we're done. Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree there is nothing strange about this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. I might have saved it the worst possible time. I might have to reset all of it also. Maybe I should have saved before that question came up. But like, what do you want me to do? No? If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance. One chance? Well, I'm just going to do this for no reason in particular. I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is sus? What about this photo is sus? Aw, jeez. Oh boy, oh boy. What about this photo is sus? So, like, we have the bear, and we have all of the flowers. I remember them. We have the door. Remember this door? That was kind of an important aspect of the whole thing. We have the Nickel Samurai himself. This is all the repeat of last time, by the way. Oh, I totally saw the Steel Samurai. Oh, it wasn't the Steel Samurai. What a surprise. So, going off of that logic, what is wrong with the Nickel Samurai? Well, the thing that's wrong with the Nickel Samurai, it looks good. He has the weird arm. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Am I a fucking genius? How smart am I? It's the shoes, sir. I honestly, and I mean, I'm serious here, I didn't mean to do this, but I was trying to press the R1 button to look at the pants, because, like, why are the pants so ruffled, you know? Because, like, that's what I was going to look at from the photo that Maya gave me that one time, like, the one poster, but that's the thing, but, like, that's it, like, the pants are suspicious. It just so happens that I was happening to hover the pants. I would like to direct. It's the Hakama. It's the fucking Hakama. Of course it's gonna be the. Wait, of course it's gonna be the Hakama. That was like the thing that we were talking about all this time, dude. Of course it's gonna be it. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing at? His ankles? If you could see, can I please? I don't want to even. I don't. However, you can't. And there it is. And there it is. Take a close, hard look at his feeties right there. Because I remember this photo, and those feeties do not match up with the feeties that I am seeing in that photo. So this just doesn't make a lick of sense. It does not make any sense whatsoever. And this is, honestly, this is what I was trying to see before I presented the evidence. But thankfully, I was hovering the right thing at the right time. Woo! We got him! If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard! What is the meaning of this? No, actually, no. I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. I was trying... trust me, I was trying my hardest because look, do you see? I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna click on this one next because it's like gonna want me to present evidence. And I'll click on this one, the Nickel Samurai. That's it. Right there, that's the one that I'm gonna click. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai poster, okay? Fuck! I'm so smart! Oh my god, I'm so good at this game, dude. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakana Mamama. His socks? You can see his socks! Yes, you can, Your Honor. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Hakama up just to walk. Well, no, I mean, not really. He has the belt. He's holding it up? I mean, no, he's not. He has the belt, first of all. I guess you could argue that the belt was him trying to hold it up. Or she, because it was totally Andrea and Andrews, or whatever their name is, and that was why this is going on. But even still, like, we get the point, right? There is only one explanation for this one. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter, almost like a woman named Adrian Andrews, than the defendant, okay? Very small. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's weird. Huh? What is... Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all? He doesn't feel under attack at all? Then I haven't damaged his case? That's really bad. Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt On Guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. Super true. That is true. I figured it would come to this. What? Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt On Guard. In that case, who is this? It's her. It's Adrian Andrews, right? This one? Come on, is it even a question? Who is this the photo of? The one that went to the room to fuck the guy but actually killed him? Who is the person wearing the nickel samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. Mia, for once, I actually agree with you. It is super simple, is it not? What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so clam?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
Well, gee. I can't not do it at this point, can I? Take that!
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? Well, a lot of things. First of all, she's short. And second of all, she can freely move in and out of Mr. Onguard's room. This is true. I'm sure he packed more than one nickel samurai costume, so, like, you could just put on another one, maybe. Or maybe he did only pack one, and, like, even still, he was eating a T-bone steak. You could just put that on, slip outside the door, come back after killing a guy and stabbing him in the chest. It's that easy. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Onguard that night. There we go.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Onguard's fingerprints all over it. That is super true.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon?
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. Have I not already turned things around good enough? The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. She is hot, but she is evil, so, like, what can you do?
Order, order, order! It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
All right, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. What do you mean, huh? What do you mean? Aren't we winning? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. Isn't that good for us, ultimate? Oh, no, but your sister's gonna die. Oh, man. If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... But here's the thing. And hear me out here. And I'm so sorry, Mia, if you don't want to hear this. I got Pretzel. And I got Emma. And I don't really have a need for Maya. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry. I'm purely speaking from a business. Look, I'm a business, okay? I'm a business. What do you want me to say? The business needs what the business needs to survive. And do we really need a Maya to survive? No. We don't even gotta pay Pearl. We don't even have to pay Emma. She's like 17 at this point. She doesn't even qualify for, like, labor laws. Who cares? I'm just gonna do as much as I can, as far as I can, squeeze out as much profit as I can. It's all gonna be good. Trust me. This is for the best. I don't even need anything else.
Now then, shall we test Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow?
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Wait and see? Raise an objection? Wait and see. But I need to. But, like, Maya's gonna die. But that's okay. So the game is incentivizing me to press this button, right? I have to do something. The trial must go on. I say as I click the opposite button as to what I just thought to myself. Thank you very much, Funsy Bad Frank, for the 100 biddies. See you later, hamburger helper. Get to steppin'. Honestly, true. Enjoy the wine. At least there's a lot of that. But I don't have anything left. No evidence, no nothing.
Now then, court will adjourn.
Hold it! Who? You? I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth. We'll kiss later. Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. Oh my god, are we not done?
We cannot continue.
I dropped my controller, that's a drink, okay? That is, and I'll admit to it too. Cheers, everybody. I'm sorry for dropping the controller. I shouldn't have done it. I had it on my lap for like a microsecond, and then it just slid right off. It can't be helped. I also have to fill up the big orange cup. Let me fill up the big orange cup real fast.
We cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
But we can. And you know what, Judge? Because I literally looked it up and saw whether or not this was the final trial of the game, we will! We will do it too! Because I know there's another one. And I'm sorry for doing that, but I have to, like, plan out these streams, you know? Like, I know all of the answers, like, I'm not taking the drinks, you know? Like, this is all scripted, it's all planned. I literally have the papers, they're all right in front of me. It's all, literally all of this is scripted. Every single part of it. Me reading the chat, me taking the drinks, it's all, I'm sorry to break the fourth wall, I'm just saying. Cheers, by the way, cheers, cheers. And continuing. Tisk tisk, unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all. Happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What?
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. Oh my god, are we gonna do more? She is the next witness. Dude, how? This is a huge trial. I've been in the trial the entire stream, and I don't feel like I'm even close to being done yet. It's a lot. Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Yes, it's me. I already know what's going to happen. Like, obviously, Adrian Andrews did it. We already know it. I'm just trying to feign ignorance for the chat. I mean, like, we're going... Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Yeah, you don't say. He is the one that handed me the autopsy report and was, like, crucial to her character development. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly! I heard exactly what you said, and I agree.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess.
Oh my god, this... Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Please prepare your witness in that meantime, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay.
The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Clack, clack, clack. We're done. To be continued. Holy shit, it's... There it is. Woo! So that's great because I was 100% going to end the stream before the next round of testimonies, and now it's all done, so I can stop playing the game. I have been going for about 2 hours and 52 minutes, but that's not 3 hours, you know? You know what? Should I do the entire... I'm not even going to recommend it because I don't want to. No, it's not tonight. We've done a lot tonight. It's been a good stream. Can we all agree that it's been a great stream? Let's give a round of applause to you, chat. This one goes out to you, because without you, I wouldn't even be playing the game, okay? Thank you so much, chat. Almost 3 hours is not 3 hours. I mean, I could just leave the stream on for like 7 minutes. I have no complaints about doing that. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna save the game. Okay, very well. I've saved the content. And thank you all very much for watching. You're all free to go. The bell has not rung yet, but like you can all leave anyway, and you can just dick around and do whatever you want. I will end the stream in about 7 minutes. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all probably tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. That would be Monday. And we'll do the rest of this trial. I did not expect this to be so long, but it is very, 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 very long, okay? Okay, bye everyone. Goodbye now, and farewell. I'll see you all later. Make sure to follow me on the things. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. But it's still going to be active because I need to hit 3 hours because everyone's going to yell at me if I don't. So, like, goodbye. And the stream's over. Goodbye, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.